In this video, guys, we're going to explore this. Maybe trading isn't for you right now. Stay tuned. Hey guys, a warm welcome to you. Alright, so this video may well not be that popular, but you know, if you've been watching the channel for any number of times, that I don't pretend that trading is something that you can just grab, get into and use the market like an ATM. There's loads of struggles and loads of challenges and loads of things that we go through, should I say, to get to some level of success, if you like, in trading. And one thing that I see a lot of is people who've been trading for maybe a while, haven't quite got it, maybe they've made some money, whatever. And I've done a video before where I talked about that it's having a devastating consequence on people's lives. And this is stuff that people don't talk about, right? There are people who are struggling with trading and they think that they're the only person out there struggling. You are not. You are in the majority. The majority of people will struggle with trading. Heck, even super experienced traders struggle with trading at certain points. They're quicker to come out of the struggle and back in and get back into the swing of things and get things rolling again, but it's always going to be that way. And it's harder, of course, in the beginning because you don't know where you're going, what you're doing, you're overwhelmed by all this kind of stuff and information. But the struggle is normal, it's there for everybody, and it's just something you've got to decide to work through. But that being said, that's the point of this video now. If you are, when do you say that, okay, it's not for you right now? I know that many people who are watching this are kind of, what would you call a type A personality, if you like, very driven, very focused, wants to achieve and have achieved probably in multiple areas of their life, and they're now attacking trading, and they're thinking, well, you know, I should be achieving in this. And more than likely, if you press on with enough money and enough time, then yes. But there's something to be said that says, okay, maybe it's not quite the right time for you right now to go all in on trading. Maybe it's better to put your efforts into something else to accumulate capital that you can then put into the markets at a later date in a different style and different fashion. And, you know, everyone's personal circumstances are different, but recognizing that, let's say you've been trading for 2 years or so, or 2 to 3 years, you've been tracking your results very, very well. You've got to have done that. If you haven't been tracking your results, it's almost worthless. Track the results, have made adjustments, and are still kind of thinking, well, you know, it's not really making me enough. Either it's not making me enough to warrant me doing this, the amount of time I'm putting in, or I'm just not getting the traction I want. I'm kind of losing money. If you're in those situations, then maybe look at it and say, okay, well, perhaps I can go and do something else for 2 years, for 3 years. Perhaps I can then accumulate assets doing something else that I enjoy and then come back to trading later on when perhaps the market conditions are different. Perhaps I'm in a different place, position, personally, financially, whatever it may be. And that's not a problem. You know, for many people, that's probably the right thing to do, rather than, you know, losing all the money and being so kind of, there's a difference between, I believe, being kind of driven and just bashing your head against the wall and hoping that you're going to get through. And yes, you may well, but you might run out of money and time before you get that breakthrough. A better way might be to go, you know what, I've given this a good shot. I'm not quitting at it. I'm just going to reassess this further down the line when I've got a bit more firepower in terms of time, in assets, whatever it may be for you. And then you can come back with a different strategy, a different thing. And actually, you know, taking that time off, more than likely you've got a passion for the markets because you've stuck at it for that long anyway and you're not getting the results you want. You'd have to have a passion for it anyway. You know, some people call us crazy. We go through all that time and all this pressure and all this stuff, and then, you know, to still be losing money in that first period of our trading careers. But if you've got that, more than likely you're going to want to educate yourself, and so you take the pressure off by saying, you know what, I'm not going to trade for a year, 2 years, whatever it is. I'm going to do something else, but I'm going to consistently learn. And you never underestimate how much information you're putting in, whether you're kind of watching videos, whether you're consuming books, courses, programs, looking at charts, constantly into the market still and having ideas and thinking about stuff, and just that will help you loads without the pressure of having to trade, so that when you come back into it, hopefully in a better position in terms of not having to rush it so much and all this kind of stuff, you might find that all that stuff, the information you've taken in and the time off to refresh and relax over that period gives you a massive boost over the person who was trying so hard to get through and struggling and getting frustrated and all that kind of stuff. So this is a super unpopular video, I know. It's not what people want to hear, but hey guys, listen. We are here to accumulate capital if we're trading the markets, right? We're not here to do it for sport. We're here to do it to accumulate capital. That's why everyone is trading the markets. Yes, you might trade on a demo, but your ultimate goal is to accumulate capital. And so if the ultimate goal further down the line is that, then maybe the plan should be to sidestep for a bit, do something different, and then go back into it, because you might then be able to accumulate far more and do far better and have a far more relaxed kind of trading growth period than you would if you were busting your head and kind of trying to push through something that's really struggle and not really conducive to that amount of pressure at this moment in time. Anyway guys, let me throw your thoughts on that in the comment section below. I thought I'd throw this one out there because, you know, no one talks about this kind of stuff, and everyone thinks, oh, you know, you got to quit, you can't quit a trading, you're a quit. No, it's very, very different to someone who's done that. And I know somebody who's done that as well, who's kind of taken that time, started off, thought, you know what, it's not really for me, did something else, did very, very well, and then came back into it and is dabbling in it now, and is doing far, far better than they probably would if they'd have kind of ground it out for a few years, because they've built something that's of value elsewhere. They're now putting some of that cash into swing trading, making a bit of extra with the swing trading, and it's worked very well for them. So it's not quitting. If it's not working, then consider taking a bit of a sabbatical and coming back into it, whether that is in 6 months, whether that is in 2 years. All right guys, take care and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.